Wilkinson Construction is a small family business that prides itself on being a supportive place to work. Wilkinsons invest in the health and well-being of their staff in various ways, including in their commitment to the Workplace Wellbeing Charter. This accredited standard has allowed Wilkinsons to assess and improve various areas of staff health within the company. One area of the Charter that is particularly important to Wilkinsons is mental health and well-being, especially due to the industry that they are in. Research by Construction News suggests that within the past year, 30% of construction workers have taken time off due to their mental health. Worryingly, 63% of these workers felt they had to hide the real reason from their employer. It's also now widely known that men working in the construction industry are at the highest risk of suicide in the UK. Wilkinsons felt they needed support in tackling such a serious issue, so have teamed up with Mental Health Magic to make this happen. I've been working with Wilkinsons on a consultancy basis since December 2017. Here's Jeff Wilkinson, Managing Director of Wilkinson Construction, with his take on why he's investing in the mental health and well-being of his staff.
At Wilkinson Construction Consultants, we realised the importance of this area. It's not good enough just to put this onto someone else, part of their existing job description. It's important that we brought in someone that actually had the specialist knowledge that we needed to be able to deal with it. So we're proud of the fact that we're able to get in external resources, and we would put time aside to make sure that this is actually dealt with in a proper manner and a way in which we can reflect the needs of the individual as well.
Lots of effort has been put into assessing the current climate in terms of staff mental health and well-being at Wilkinsons, so areas needing improvement can be identified and areas of good practice can be recognised. It was important for me to create good relationships with the staff at Wilkinsons, so they could talk to me openly and honestly about their mental health and well-being. So if I said that something was going to be confidential or anonymous, they believed that it would be. Staff have been offered the opportunity to give their opinion on what it's like to work for Wilkinsons and how this may affect their mental health, both positively and negatively. This has been done through focus groups without management present, ideas boards and surveys. One topic discussed was the office environment. This prompted staff to consider how this space affects their day-to-day life at work. Staff were encouraged to add anonymous post-its to a feedback board, as well as design their own ideal layout of the office. From this, Wilkinsons were able to make changes to improve staff well-being and the way things run in the office. This included simple things like providing more bins and drinking glasses, as well as less standard requests such as allowing Netflix and DVDs on as background noise when appropriate. This exercise inspired staff to have a mass clear out and re-evaluate office processes and procedures. Since then, staff have noticeably appeared more comfortable making suggestions, raising problems and following initiative.
So the concept of actually asking staff what their views were was actually quite daunting. As a company, you actually worry what they might be asking for and whether you could actually satisfy their wants and needs. If you actually start asking them, you start to think you might be setting yourself up for a fall. But in fact, with the advice that we had and the way in which it's been implemented, in fact, precisely the reverse has happened. People have been able to start being far more forthcoming in things that actually help them, and that's made the workplace a much better place to work in as well. And what I've realised as a result of that is it's not so much whether you actually deliver on it, it's making sure that the individual feels that they're actually being heard and they get a voice and a say in the way in which you're doing things. So that's been fantastic for us.
Another topic that arose from staff feedback was the idea of recognition. Overall, staff felt that Wilkinsons were really good at recognising the team's accomplishments as a whole, but sometimes the efforts of individuals could be lost within a busy working day. Company directors Jeff and Amanda took this on board and introduced the team to something called Perkbox. This is an online platform that offers staff benefits such as high street discounts and freebies, as well as the ability to send digital recognition badges to each other. These allow staff to show gratitude for things they've noticed, such as someone helping with a tricky client or even making a decent cup of tea. Wilkinsons decided to go one step further, awarding the person with the most badges each month with an Employee of the Month certificate and a small prize. The battle for badges continues for Employee of the Year 2018. Engaging staff through different platforms is also something Wilkinson's and Mental Health Magic have collaborated on. We've worked together to create a series of wellbeing videos aimed at supporting the Wilkinson's team, but posted on YouTube for the benefit of a wider audience. So far, the videos have included tips to improve time spent in the car, a mindfulness task you can do at your desk, the importance of saying no to your boss, and the benefits of bringing your dog to work. That one included Suggs the Schnoodle, who is now Wilkinson's official mascot. The team has also been offered opportunities to get involved in raising money and awareness for mental health charities and campaigns. For Mental Health Awareness Week, Wilkinson's provided refreshments at lunch and got the team together for a time to change quiz, runaround style. Staff were also encouraged to participate in this year's Workplace Stress Survey by Wilkinson's donating a pledge per person to the mental health charity Mind. The Workplace Stress Risk Assessment has been the most in-depth tool used so far. Staff were asked to anonymously complete a 35-question survey compiled by the HSE and based on the most recent research available. I managed this process from start to finish, including giving a presentation at the most recent staff team meeting, asking staff for their thoughts and feedback. Wilkinson's are about to reach the next stage of this process, receiving a full anonymised report on the findings, as well as recommendations to keep on track and improve where needed. This will be repeated on a yearly basis in order to remain committed to keeping staff mental health and wellness on the agenda. It was important to both Wilkinson's and Mental Health Magic to address the issues of mental health in the workplace in a practical, long-lasting way. As well as devising ways to keep track of things, we've also been working on the wellbeing policy, appraisal structure, offering advocacy to staff, and having mindfulness tasks at the start of team meetings. There appears to have been some cultural shifts within the company too. There's a sense of openness, more talk around mental and emotional health, a continuous drive to work on communication, and always looking for ways to improve the daily work lives of staff. Wilkinson's made choices according to their budget, resources, industry, and staff. When dealing with the topic of mental health, it's vital to tailor the process to the individual need and work collaboratively and creatively. Both Wilkinson's and Mental Health Magic feel we've achieved this so far and plan to continue working in partnership to tackle this incredibly important issue. For more information about either small business, please contact us via the information on screen.